The topic I will be talking about today is religion, morality, and politics. How one feeds into the other, and specifically in that order, because it's important that it happens in that order and not vice versa. And I'll give you a reason why. So religion feeds into politics through morality. Now, no one's legislating canon law in America. No one's saying that, as a Catholic, I'm supporting canon law. But I will say, abortion is wrong. And it comes from my understanding of, well, you shouldn't kill a baby. Like, that's essentially where it comes from. Now, does that mean that I'm promoting some sort of theology where I'm saying in the government, theology needs to be espoused, and this is how you do it? No, not at all. What I'm doing is I'm espousing a moral principle. Now, that moral principle is based on, one of the 10 Commandments, you don't kill. But that doesn't mean what I'm doing is espousing my religion. I'm espousing morality that is derived from my religion. And all laws that we have in politics are based off some sort of understanding of justice. Whether or not a law is just or not, and right now we're kind of dealing with that, aren't we? Like, we're dealing with that from a lockdown perspective. Like here in Michigan, is it just to react this way, given what's happening with the virus? That's a political question with a moral root, and whether or not proportion matters. And so that's, even today we have this going on. So this isn't some like abstract theory. No, this is happening right in front of us right now. And when it comes to understanding it, it's important that it goes one way, not the other. When it comes to politics influencing your morality, and then your morality influencing your religion, you've now just flipped it. And we have an example of this. Same-sex marriage, when it became legalized in America through the Supreme Court, a bunch of churches, denominations, sects decided to flip their understanding and say, all right, well, we're okay with homosexual unions now. Like, we'll bless them. We'll do this, that, and the other thing. And you actually see that turnaround happen. And that's a very scary thing. Because what it shows is that people aren't founded in their religion, they're founded more in their politics. And the politics moves. It's very liquid compared to the religion, because the religion is supposed to be espousing truths. It's supposed to be founded on things that are permanent. To flip it like that is to basically go with the ebb and flow of society. Like, the Founding Fathers understood this. They understood that you have to have, as a foundation to this republic, a moral, religious majority. And if you don't have that, this is all going to go up in flames. But when it comes to us as Catholics, obviously we espouse truths that are, in a lot of cases, conflicting with the culture that we live in. And we can't just say, okay, well, the culture's right. No, the culture is not right. Like, Jesus is not wrong. So, and the church is not wrong when it comes to the perennial teaching that we've had. Venerable Fulton Sheen said this: if you don't live the way you believe, you will believe how you live. And so when you flip that, when you have politics imbue the morality, which then imbues the religion, that's exactly what he's talking about. And we can't have that happen for ourselves and for those that we love, because that will then make us part of the world. That will be part of the world, not of the world. Because we are not of the world. We are Catholics. We are Christians. We are supposed to be lights in the darkness, not be snuffed out. So that's it. I mean, it was kind of new. I mean, we did talk a little bit about religion, kind of didn't, but in terms of Catholicism specifically. But this is something where it's very important to understand. It's not simply like, oh, well, it's just your abstract thought. No, like, we're seeing it play out today with lockdowns, with proportionality, with understanding what justice means. Whether or not the election fraud happened or not, the witnesses and how we balance evidence, it should not be solely, in fact, it should never be based off party. It should be based off whatever the evidence actually is and the due justice that the law requires, given from the morality of us enacting laws based on our religion. So, again, it's not saying that religion directly goes to politics, but it is the biggest indicator that feeds into it. So, when you talk about politics and religion, the reason why they intertwine so well is because it matters. If it didn't, it wouldn't be mixing all the time. And I know some people want that not to happen. They don't want anybody's religion to come out. That itself is based off of belief. And that itself is using their own morality based off that belief to try and enact laws to push people who are religious to do the exact same thing. So, I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Please share it. I am going to be going more into the realm of politics because I'm now able to. I'll get into that later, but basically, I want to talk about politics more, but I don't want to talk about it like a lot of other podcasters. I do want to get more into maybe some of the theory and then relate that to some of the world events that we have in a way that isn't being covered yet. As for me, I want to just say thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoy your Christmas.